is what? Microscope. Have you heard about it? Yes, anybody wants to tell me? Can you tell me the difference between a telescope and a microscope? Anyone? Yes, tell me.
Telescope helps us looking for far objects, and microscope for the objects at microscopic level. Very small.
What is microscopic level?
Something very small.
Something very small. Okay, very good. Sit down. So, yes.
Which is not seen by like on naked eyes. That is microscope.
Okay.
Basically microscope. You can change it like I would say naked eyes, of course, naked eyes, but उससे भी छोटा हो सकता है, मतलब नैनोमीटर के बाद से
नैनोमीटर माइक्रोस्कोप में आएगा.
नैनोमीटर में आएगा.
Okay. Thank you. Very good. Chalo. So the class is microscope. Micro means small. Scope means to see. But what does compound mean? Anybody? What does compound mean? Okay. Compound means we are using two lenses. Okay. One is objective lens, another one is eyepiece. And we multiply their powers. Okay. To get the magnification. That is why it is compound. Let us begin with the first slide. Yeah. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this is because this instrument is very important, right? Not just physiology, you will find it in microbiology as well. Your sirs are here who will be there in microbiology for you people. So wish them good afternoon. Okay, so you will find microscope in microbiology as well, in pathology as well. Okay, that is why this instrument is extremely important. It is going to stay with you for quite some time. Okay, now what does microscope do? As the name suggests, seeing small objects. Okay, that can be a single cell, that can be organisms which are tiny, which we cannot see with our naked eyes, right? To see these things, we use this instrument called compound microscope. We are not going into types of microscope, detailed things. Just know that we are focusing on the compound microscope which we will be using here. Okay? Now, what are our objectives in this class? What do we need to know? First, we need to know the basic principles, like the principle of magnification, the principle on which this microscope works, right? The basic principles. Then we need to know the structures, the key parts. The structures we are going to divide it into three. One, the mechanical part. Second, the optical part. Third, the illuminating part. First, the what part? Mechanical part. Second, yes. Third, okay. And fourth, third we go into operation. There are some settings. Like every objective lens will have some settings, we'll come to it. Okay? And the fourth one is precautions. What not to do. Have you heard about that quote? Don't be that guy or girl. Huh? Don't be that guy or girl. That slide. Okay? Now, first we begin with microscope. Micro means small, scope to see. What does compound mean? So yes. Compound, as I told you, okay, if we are recapping it. Microscope, micro means small, scope means to see, compound means we use two lenses to see it. Okay, we use the power of two lenses. Now, first let's see the structure, then we'll come to the magnification. This is the structure of the microscope. First is the eyepiece. Eyepiece has a lens which is essentially convex, and the microscope which we have here, the power of that lens is 10x. You'll remember, right? Huh? Next is our body tube. Then we have two adjustments. Coarse adjustment knob, fine adjustment knob. Then we have this revolving nose piece, which has the objective lenses. Followed by a stage. This one is the stage. Then we have a condenser with iris diaphragm, and then we have a light source. Now repeat after me. Eyepiece, body tube, fine adjustment, coarse adjustment, revolving nose piece, objective lenses, stage, condenser, iris diaphragm, light source, and base. Base. Okay. Now we'll say it again. First, wait. Revolving nose piece, then iris diaphragm, then light source and base. Okay, again, eyepiece. Wait, yes. ये कंडेंसर देख रहा है, इसके नीचे ये वाला पार्ट देख रहा है, ये आइरिस डायफ्राम है. ठीक है, नीचे हम आएंगे, जैसे ये स्टेज है, ये आई पीस है, ये ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंसेस है, ये पार्ट जो है ना, दिस इज द कंडेंसर एंड दिस पार्ट विच यू कैन सी नीचे राउंड, दिस इज द आइरिस डायफ्राम. Okay, we will see a microscope there properly, but I just want you to know the names. Okay, you know the eyes can't see what the mind doesn't know. I want your mind to know so that when it's in front of you, you can identify at least. Okay? So, what was the first thing? Eyepiece. Next, body tube. Next? Good. Then? Something revolving. Revolving nose piece. Okay? Then? Objective lenses. Then? Stage. Then? Condenser. Then? Iris diaphragm. Then? Light source and base. Very good. Very intelligent class. Impressive. Do you see this attachment? This is also called the arm or the limb. Okay? In some microscopes, you might not find the body tube. You will find something like this one. Here, this part now, can you appreciate this white part? Follow the cursor. Can you appreciate this part?
Yes.
This is also called head. Okay? This comes as another term for body tube. Essentially, body tube is the part where your objective lens is collecting the light source, light rays, and converging them to a point where the real image of the object forms, which further the eyepiece forms a virtual image of that real image, and you see the image bigger. Okay, it's complicated, I understand. We'll explain it better. So the structure you've understood, right? The base is the bottom part. Then comes the arm or limb. Then comes your adjustment knobs. This is part of your mechanical or structure. First we'll talk the structure in three parts. One, the mechanical, second, the optical, third, the illuminating part, right? Mechanical part has the base, the arm, the fine and coarse adjustments. Will you remember this? Mechanical part has? Very good. Next is our optical part, right? Under optical part, we have the eyepiece. How much is the magnification of the eyepiece? 10x, very good. Then we have the body tube. Body tube holds the eyepiece and connects it to the objective lenses. Can you appreciate this?
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Next we have a revolving nose piece. Now why is it revolving? What do you think? One. Raise your hand and stand. Yes? Stand.
Different magnifications.
Sorry?
Different magnifications. You can get different magnifications when you revolve it.
Right. Very good. Sit. We are revolving it, right? When you revolve it, now you will find a click. You will feel a click. When that click you feel, that means the lens is stuck. Understood? So this is the part of revolving nose piece. And then we have objective lenses. You might have done it in school. There are 10x, 40x, 100x. The compound microscope we have here, we have 4 lenses. One is the 5x, another one is the 10x, then we have 45x and 100x. We have 4 lenses. Okay? The low power is 5x and 10x. The high power is 45x. And then we have oil immersion. That is the 100x. Will you remember this? Very good.
What is oil immersion?
Oil immersion. There, we'll come to it. Just wait. We'll come to it. So this is our optic part. What do we have in optical part? Revolving nose piece and objective lenses. What are the objective lenses? Yes. Stand up. Yeah, stand up. Can you tell me the mechanical parts? Sorry? Yes. Arm. Arm or limb. Very good. Sit down. Okay. So this is the optical part, right? Then we have illumination parts. Now, what does this word mean, illumination?
And lights.
Light source, to light up. Okay? In the illumination part, we have the illuminator or the light source. And then we have the condenser. Okay? And then we have the iris diaphragm. Now, what is the condenser? The condenser is actually made up of two lenses. Okay? What does those two lenses do? There is this light source which is giving you light. Okay? The condenser will converge those light and point it to the specimen. So the specimen is lightened up. Okay? That is the function of the condenser. And how does it do it? It has two lenses, remember? The lenses will converge it. Understood? Understood? Okay. Now, what is the function of iris diaphragm? What is the part of iris diaphragm? What do you think? It controls the light, the amount of light that will pass through the condenser. Understood? So we have learnt about the parts. What are the parts? Tell me. 3 parts. Very good. What is the optical part? One. Yes, stand up.
The eyepiece, we got the body tube, we got the revolving nose piece, and the objective lenses.
Okay, good. Next, illuminating part. What are the illuminating parts? Yes, you. Stand up. And light source. Sit down. Okay, here comes the adjustments. When we see through the 5x lens, what essentially the 5x lens does, it scans, okay? You have a slide and you want to identify particular WBCs only. You don't want RBCs and all. You don't want other platelets and all. You just want to focus on the WBCs. So what do? You have to first scan the lens. You need a wide view. When you have the wide view, you will identify the part you want to focus. And then you will bring the focus to that part. And then go for finer, sharp focus. Right? So 5x, what 5x does is, it will see a wider view to identify that part which you want to see. Okay? So first we always start with the 5x. Okay? After 5x, we go with 10x. What 10x does is, it gives a further short field of view. One, you have a big field of view, you have identified. Then this field you want to be more specific. Then you use 10x to be more specific in this part. Okay? And furthermore, when you go to 45x, what you want to do, you want to know the intricate details. Okay? The intricate details you want to see. That is when you go to 45x. And finally you go for 100x. That is the most magnifying part. You want crystal clear and most specific view of that particular cell you want to see. Understood? That is why we have so many lenses and we begin with 5x. Because you need a broader field of vision, then you identify a part and then you go to be more specific. Understood? Hence we always go from 5x to 100x and not the other way around. Understood? Okay. Now in 5x, our total magnification will be?
50.
Why 50? Yes, why do you think it is 50? Stand up. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Why do you think it's 50? Okay, sit down. Anybody? Why do you think it's 50? Who can tell me? Nobody? Yes, tell me.
Because of IPC.
Very good, clap for him. Everybody. That's because of the eyepiece. Eyepiece have 10x power. You remember that magnification is the multiplication of the power of the lenses we use. We are using objective lens 5x and we always use the eyepiece, right? So 10x is going to be there, right? Hence, we use 10x into whatever power of lenses we see. Fine? So 5x will have a total magnification of how much? 10x?
100x.
Very good. And 45x? And 100x? Very good. Understood? Great. Now, we will know about the adjustments. When you go for 5x now, your condenser should be at the lowest position. Okay? Your condenser should be at the lowest position. Your iris diaphragm should be almost closed. Okay? It should not be fully open or something. Almost closed. Okay? Then we come to the course adjustments. We use course adjustments mainly in the 5x and 10x. Okay? Course adjustments, what it does is rapid movement of the stage it will do. Okay? So initial focusing now, we use the course adjustments. Final focusing, we rarely use the course adjustments, we just use the fine adjustments. Why? We'll tell you in the demo. You will understand it better there. Okay? So always remember, we use course adjustments primarily in 5x and 10x. And fine adjustments, we use it everywhere. Okay? Now, let's come to 10x. In 10x, the condenser position will be slightly above than 5x, but not at the top notch. Slightly above. Okay? In 45x, midway. That is from 10x to 100x, midway. And then in 100x, it will be above, right below the stage. Understood? It is gradually coming up. Right? This is from 5x to 100x. This is the position of the condenser. The iris diaphragm, it will be almost closed in 5x. Little bit open, mostly closed, like little bit open in 10x. Then in 45x, it will be partially open, and in 100x, it will be fully open. Right? Yes? Understood? Okay. Then we go to immersion medium. Why oil immersion? Normally when we see with 5x, 10x, 45x, there is no medium which we will use. Over the slide, we'll not use anything. Okay? Just air. Right? But when we come to 100x, we will use the oil. What oil will we use? Like cedarwood oil. Why are we using it? Because it have the refractive index exactly that of a glass. We want to minimize any other medium between the lens and the slide. Okay? Because then the refraction is more solid. Better refraction happens. The light source directly passes through the eyepiece. Okay? To minimize any refractory loss, we put the oil, and not any oil. We'll use cedarwood oil or oil paraffins we can use, which have the refractive index that of the glass. Okay? That is why oil immersion. Understood?
And then why just not glass?
Sorry?
Why just not use glass?
Because we are using a slide already. Okay? Over the slide we are mounting. You can use cover slip also. But cover slip will also have a thickness, which the oil does not. Okay? Understood? Everybody?
Yes.
Yes. Which one? Very simple. Oil we use in 100x. Because that particular oil has a refractive index like that of a glass. Okay? So that the light completely passes through the eyepiece. Completely passes through the eyepiece and reach your eyes, and there is no deviation of rays. That is why we use the oil. In simple terms. Can you remember it? Do you understand? Huh? Okay. Chalo. Now some precautions. How not to buy the physiology department a new lens. Okay? Please understand. Hands off the glass. The lenses are like microscopic celebrities. They do not appreciate being touched by common human oils and fingerprints. Use only clean silk cloth for cleaning, not your sleeve. Bring your silk clothes. Okay? I'm sure you will have, almost all of you wear spectacles. Those who don't, I hope you have friends who wear them, right? They will have this silk cloth for cleaning their spectacle, cut it. Take one for yourself, give the other one to them. Bring your own silk cloth. Anything, any doubt you have to say, you ask me. Have the two-handed hug. What is the two-handed hug? Carry the microscope with two hands. One on the arm, another one supporting the base. Don't hold it with the stage. One in the arm, one at the base. Okay? If you drop it, the sound of the shattering optics will be less painful than the invoice to replace them. I hope you all are aware what invoice is?
Yes.
No? Sad. The coarse adjustment, coarse knob forbidden zone. Yes, coarse knob is only used with the low power. Please avoid using it with the high power. If it is absolutely essential, only then use it. Okay? Otherwise, there is no need. Fine? Now we move to the spectacles. Your job is to see the slide, not to find the eyepiece. Okay? Wear spectacles. That's fine. Understood? Did you understand the class? Any doubt you have? No? Okay. Follow us to the lab. We'll give you a better view.